Glad to have you with us from Music City, USA, Nissan Stadium in Nashville. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Louisville Cardinals. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Well, guys, this is one of the games that I've been looking forward to most in this preseason. Louisville versus Ole Miss. Nashville is going to be an electric environment for this game, and we are so thrilled. Trinidad Chambliss getting that extra year of eligibility. I cannot wait. Louisville is up and coming. Ole Miss proved in the college football playoff last year that they are a team to beat. And with Chambliss, the sky is the limit for the Rebels this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll send the back in motion. Sees a crease. He breaks a tackle. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next.
Hey, that's a live ball. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Rush is on. Out wide left, it's Brown. Turning it on. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
The Cardinals come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Off play action on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Snapped it in the shotgun. Rush right in his face. Touchdown Cardinals! Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Play action on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Gill. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Selling the fake. He'll get rid of it. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
And the defense catches a break on that one because he was open, and I think he was going to get the first down on that 3rd down. But, man, just lack of focus. Sometimes you want to run so fast when you're catching that ball, and you just lose focus for a second and drop that football to the turf.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
When you talk Louisville offense, it's Isaac Brown, right? Everything goes through him and his ability to run the football. This guy's a home run hitter, toting the rock, catching the football. He's the guy, David, each and every week defenses have to key in on, and no question this year he is going to be the focal point of this Cardinals offense.
Nobody at the running back spot puts more fear in defenses than Brown. Like, this guy has so much speed. He can make you miss. He erases angles. You saw him several years ago coming as a freshman just making people look silly. He is that guy. And Braum at the OC spot will call these calls to get him the ball and make sure he can make plays.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks him.
The ball scores free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Rebels offense is back on the field. Handoff to the single back. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Left side, it's Lacey. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Right side, it's Lacey. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. And down he goes. The defense making a huge play, but there are penalty markers out. Let's sort it out. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it. It's Lacey. Good. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Looking for blockers. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Sells the run, looking to pass. Moving to his left. Out wide left, it's Foley. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Making the adjustment on the play. Second down, gonna throw it. Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Left side, it's Skinner. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Changing the routes with his receivers. 2nd down to the air. Out wide right, it's McCoy. Touchdown Cardinals. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking for room. It's Lacey. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Making the adjustment. Back to pass on 2nd down. Spits it out to the back. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
And Brown's got a new trigger man. Keenholz is at the helm, and he comes from Ohio State, where you know good and well. He didn't come in as a 1-star. Like, you always come in as a 4 or a 5-star, highly recruited guy. He's got some big size, some good athletic ability. And Palmer, Brom always gets the best out of the quarterback spot. I look forward to seeing what he gets from this young man.
And during his time in Louisville, Brom's won games when he hasn't always had the most talented guy physically at quarterback either. But when you had a guy like Tyler Shuck, you saw what this offense can do. And they're certainly, they hope they have that now under center as well. Should be a lot of fun to watch this offense and see how consistent and explosive it is.
All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And the Cardinals have their offense in high gear. Hand off, Isaac Brown. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hits the hole. It's Lacey. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Moving the pocket, it's Chambliss. Setting up the screen. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Oh, pressure's coming. That one just came off his hand badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Lacey. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Hunt is on its way. Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll ride Davis here. There he goes. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. The Cardinals will hustle to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
From the gun, it's Brown. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Brown. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here comes the heat. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 16 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Fighting Irish in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Louisville's offense is taking the field, and they look ready to go. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Rashad Downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And, man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Right side, it's Brown. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Under pressure. Left side, it's Brown. Breaks into the open. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Out wide right, it's Brown. Touchdown, Louisville! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. On the move. It's Lacey. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wide receiver going in motion. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire, and that linebacker showed that there.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Chambliss. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. He's changing the play. Second down, gonna throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Richardson. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another down.
3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Wants to throw again. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The field goal is no good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Buying time to his right. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he was hoping for the pick six. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback changing the play. Wants to go up top on second down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. And the punishment has been extended. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. They're all over him. Left side is Alexander. Still on his feet. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Alexander. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Dangerous screen into traffic. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
Moves the pocket. It's Chambliss. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He wants to throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And it's been fun to watch this QB execute today because he's shown you a little bit of everything. He's shown you the fastball. He's shown you the changeup, the ability to throw to all parts of the field, and he's still taking shots. Even after having 4 touchdowns, you can tell they feel confident in him. He's confident, and he's still throwing the football down the field.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one. Out wide left, it's Alexander. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Looks as if they'll go for two with the subtlety of a sledgehammer with all these big guys.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross. Ready.
Sells the fake. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Chambliss. Rushes on. Rolling right and going deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Caught, and he's got room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Looking to throw again. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey. There he got enough space. Touchdown Rebels. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Here comes the 2-point try. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The snap sets up the throw. He goes in for the 2, and we have a 10-point game. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Here's Brown to begin the drive. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Second down to the air. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll make the catch inside his own territory. Wide open, it's a foot race. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Plenty of time for this offense, and they start the drive in good field position. Wide receiver comes in motion. Left side is Gill. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Sets his feet. It's Chambliss. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing, man. Keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this squad.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Stepping to the right. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's no good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels as their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Brown again. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll pull it down. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Richardson. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Cardinals peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Drops back on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in. And they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals! What a grab in the end zone for 6.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Direct snap. It's Lacey. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This